5 essential tips that I use in every single session. Let's get into it.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let me try this one more time. It's James with Shoaling Music. I got 5 Ableton tricks for you guys that changed my life. I hope it'll change yours. Let's get into it. All right, we made it here in the session. The first trick I'm going to show you is using a vocoder on your percussion loops, and that's just going to add a lot of depth. So we'll come over here, go to audio effects, and we'll just find reverb and resonance. And I'm just going to select this perc loop I got here. I'm just going to solo it so you can hear it. So I'm just going to throw vocoder on there. And what I like to do is change the bands to around 8 to 12. And then we'll turn down the release a little bit, maybe just a little attack. And then these 2 knobs right here, depth and format, that's the one you want to mess around with and see what you can get out of those 2 knobs. So let's just mess around. So, that sounds cool. Let's play it in the entire track. Sick. All right, for the second trick, it's going to be sidechain compression. This is very important on almost any track I make, at least. So I just got all my main synths grouped here. I got my piano, synthesizer, bass, or that's the bass. This is another synthesizer. My percussion loop we were just working on, and then the hi-hat loop. Just got them in a group. I'm going to select that group, and we'll go over to audio effects again, and then we'll find dynamics. We'll just select the compressor, and then we'll pull this down, the threshold, select this little arrow up top, hit sidechain, and then audio from. We're going to select our kick in our track, so kick right here. And we'll turn down the release. Sorry, we'll turn down the attack just a tad, and the release just a tad. Like I'm right there. Maybe the ratio just a tad to 3. And let's hit play, see how it sounds. Okay, I'm going to turn it off now. And turning it on now. So yeah, that just adds a lot of movement and depth to your track. So I would 100% try to use this on every single session. All right, on to the next. For trick number 3, we're going to come down here to the bottom right, and you'll see this little button with a D on it. Just go ahead and click that. It'll pull up all these track delay settings for each track. And this is really good for lo-fi. So I got these 2 snares here. I'm just going to offset this one by a few milliseconds. We'll say 12. So let me go ahead and solo these so you can hear the difference. So it's just adding a slight delay when the snares hit, so it's going to be a little bit offset. Really good for lo-fi music, really good for layering multiple snares or claps. I always use this in every session. Let's hear it now. All right, I'm turning it off now. Back on. Sick. All right, for trick number 4, we're going to be using an auto filter, and we're just going to throw it on my main synthesizer I got here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let me reset. Okay. All right, for trick number 4, we're going to be using the auto filter plugin in Ableton. So I'm just going to come over here to my main synthesizer, I believe. No, that's not my main synthesizer. Here it is. Yep. So we'll come over here. We'll go to EQ and filters. You got your auto filter. Double click it. And so now you listen, you can control the frequency and the resonance. This plugin comes in handy if you're building up or breaking down in a track. But I'm going to show you a cool little trick you can do for like EDM sounds. If you really like those wub wub sounds, this is the trick. So we'll just set it around 1K here, and with a little bit of resonance. And now we'll just turn up the amount of the LFO. Keep the shape as a sine wave. We'll change from hertz to put it on time. So now we're at 1/16. We'll try 1/8. You can mess around with it though. Whoops. There we go. So let's hear it now. So yeah, it just adds that like EDM sound. You can change the sine waves to get different sounds. So let's try this one. This one's always cool. I think it is. Turn up the resonance. This would be a great build-up synth. But you get the idea. So that's just a really fun trick you can do with the auto filter. And pretty much any auto filter you get, any plugin, will have an LFO knob, and you can just go crazy with it. So trick number 5 is going to be utilizing your auto pan plugin. And we'll find that. We'll go again to audio effects, and then we'll go to pitch and modulation. There we go, right there. Go ahead and double click that guy. And this one's really fun. Another like cool EDM effect. We'll turn the amount. We'll turn it pretty high, 75%. Again, I'm going to change the rate from hertz to actually being on time. 1/16 is cool. I'm going to keep all these settings the same. Of course, you go in there and mess around with them and figure out what sounds cool to you. I mean, I figured all this stuff out by just twisting random knobs and stuff. And of course, watching YouTube videos. But now we'll just select this, the MIDI track of our chords. Again, this is just on my synthesizer. And we will go over here, select envelopes. We'll find auto pan. And then the sync rate is what we want. And of course it's, yep, that's right. Okay. So we'll just make a little point here. And so now if you hear it, actually come over, back over here. I'm going to turn off the device. This is how I'm going to do this. Oh, well, let me turn it on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we'll have it off, and then maybe have it on for just like one little second here, and then we could have it hit here. So anytime, well, I'll just let you hear it. Oh yeah, that's cool. Dude, here's it. So yeah, it's just, and obviously you can go a lot more in depth. This is just me messing around right now, but let's hear this. So you could do like little breaks in there and just mess around a lot. So again, right now I'm messing with the device on, but you can change the sync rate over here too and do a whole bunch of stuff. So or you could have like this part that I did, do something different. It could be like 1/8 to 1/16. I don't know. Just mess around with it, see what sounds best. Oh well, you get the idea. You can just go in there and make all your own little edits. But yeah, that's the final trick. Thank you for watching and tuning in. If you have any thoughts, go ahead and share them in the comments. I read every comment. If you have any tricks for me, let me know, and I'll give them a try. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. But other than that, that's it. Stay tuned for the next video, and have a great day.